Hey you guys, hope you liked the screaming music at the beginning. That was On Instinct's idea. We figure if Espro Mitch gets to play some gangster rap music, we can play some screamo. Makes sense? Yeah. Okay, I keep doing audio for this and he's fucking up, so I'm just going to go with whatever I can come up with now. So, at the minute we're playing Double RB Anders. I'm the purple-ish arbiter. RTS Game Boy or TLO is the cyan one on your screen right now. And On Instinct is the green Anders who took an expansion next to me. And we are playing in zzzz Night, zzzz Good Night, and some other guy's terrible name. Something versus something else, I'm not quite sure what it even says. And we're playing against the double brute Forge, and it looks like Forge is taking an expansion. And I think RTS Game Boy is going to go scout the red base, just so he can see whether he has fed the Forge for a second base. I'm just collecting resources as I do. And Game Boy's now made it to the base. Let's go over there. Oh, that is a temple third, so we know that the Forge has been given money so he can take a second base. And my object's just arrived. Temple second because it's double brute, and we want to be down there to defend if they do brute rush, but now we know they're not going to brute rush. Well, one of them might. There's a chopper taking our resources. Like a gangster. Okay, I think he's going to go scout our bases now. More resources. Oh, we're going to go see the top base Forge now as a second base. As you can see, up in the top right corner. Me and Game Boy are going to head over to the black guy's base. That's not racist, that's just how it happened.
Warehouse complete. What now?
Oh, what's going on here? Not much. Okay, the chopper's now scouting my base. I'm just going to go for the standard upgrade my supply pad while I'm walking kind of thing.
All units.
You may notice that I play a bit differently to most Arbiter players, as in I don't upgrade my Arbiter nearly at all. Sometimes I upgrade them, but most of the time I don't. Just gives me more money. Makes sense? Okay, I'm just going to go slash at that guy's pad, because you don't need Fiendish to take out a building pad. Whatever you do, I don't. Okay, right now, we're thinking I'm going to do my little fast Banshee build. And I thought I'd build a factory. Nope, it's a summit. Oh, I'll delete that. Okay, let's build another one. I wasted some time, but yeah, I'm going to go for my fast Banshee build, just because the chopper ran away from my scout. Both the brutes are going to spend lots of money doing their brute rush, and if we can stay alive, no one's ever going to be able to counter my Banshees. So that's how it's going to go down. On Instinct, looking like he's going to go for the Gorsogs, but he's camping the brute's lift, so brutes can't get through easily. At this point, we think we're doing quite well because the red brute is nowhere to be seen. But that will soon change. You can notice my airpad 5th, I think that will be. Yeah, probably 5th. Quite a nice position. Now the brute is going to rush this base. What a bellend. Okay. I keep being told to recall, but you know how I am. I don't do that unless it's urgent. And oh, here comes my first Banshee. Well, actually, that's boost. Okay, I think the recall is going to come any second now. That those choppers are ramming the flamers down.
All units.
It's quite annoying that I can't see RTS Game Boy's base. I don't look at it enough. But if you go to RTS Game Boy's YouTube channel, he's got the same video without commentary, but it's his point of view. So if you want to see what's going on down at his base, just go view his video. And here comes the recall now. Yeah. I think this base is good as gone, but for some reason they're attacking the supply pads instead of the actual main building, so I think we're going to get away with that. Okay, now's my debate for whether I build an airpad or upgrade, and I'm going to build the airpad. I'm just upgrade anyway actually, just don't build another Banshee. Through this whole game I think my Arbiter goes unupgraded until the last dying minutes when the game's already won. I don't really see much point in upgrading the Arbiter, he just costs too much money to be honest. He's not really worth it. Obviously later on in the game, when there's lots of tanks out, it's nice to have an upgraded Arbiter. But this early on, I prefer having units. And He's not doing a bad job taking out the brutes. Still worked. On instinct's forgetting to build in his base while it's being attacked, but it's alright.
Local units.
And now those little marines are going to try and make a run for freedom. And my banshees are there to stop it. Nice.
All units.
Yeah, I don't know what flaring. Oh, that's a massive racist right there. Holy Knight. Don't want to mess with that guy.
No more waiting.
Okay, that base is on red health. I'm going to assume that goes down. I can't actually remember. But I think it does, or else it wouldn't be as close a game. That's me checking for air pads. I don't think that guy built any air pads on his base. I don't know why.
I am chosen. Honor and glory.
Still keeping that base alive, surprisingly. Now we're going to red.
All units.
And now we're debating whether I go to the Forger's base, take out his vehicle depot that's upgrading, or I try and stop any vampires from coming out, but he hasn't upgraded his temple. So I'm thinking that I'll go to Forger's base any second now.
What shall I do?
Then I'm quite keen to try and kill that airpad.
Circling.
Basically I make a mistake here by trying to kill it and then I leave it alive, because I'm an idiot. Like that. But he's only building banshees, so that's not a problem for our Gorse. And now they're going to try and hit my base, but I've been double pumping for way too long. And there's not much they can do. I've got too many banshees out early. And I'm going to try and stop the Forger's vehicle depots, stop him getting from power turret.
All units.
At this point in the game is where we're gonna call him Fusion Mega Man. That's the guy with the V verses in his name. I'm not quite sure what his actual name is.
All units.
And he said that his Forge let him down because he only built 4 canister shell tanks. But I don't think that's the case. As you can see, he's trying to get fast power turret because you expect if there's 2 arbiters, they're just going to rage down canister shell tanks. But I'm not upgraded, so I'm not going to be trying to do any raging. And now I'm taking out the researching depot, but just finished researching, and we think that's canister shell, and it is canister shell, so we get away with that. Well, we don't really get away with it. And now I'm getting sort of brute rushed, but they're not doing much damage because they took out my first airpad, which means I can single pump and still gain extra money. So they picked the wrong buildings really. And that's the best thing about having double summit early, is the fact that both the airpads are on the opposite side of the base. So when one gets taken out, they got to do a lot of walking just to get to my other airpad. And there it goes. I believe he was vortexing down my base. I've never seen that before. I think they're pretty desperate at the minute. Seems like their Forge can't build anything. And I'm still building banshees, so their rush basically didn't work.
All units.
Okay, on instinct is being attacked by red's banshees right now, but I don't think that's going to be too much trouble. He'll just send some ghost over. Okay, at this point, I'm thinking we got this in the bag. Game Boy is worrying once again because that's all he does. He just worries. Bless him. Okay, what am I doing now with my arbiter? My arbiter's sort of scouting another base. I'm debating whether to save up, take a second base or not. And then I decide against it. And I think I'll just upgrade my arbiter because he's only got canister shell tanks. So he should start moving later on. How's the map looking? Okay. This is the bit where Game Boy is worrying that the tanks that just came out of base are going to go down to his base. So he's going to start flaring a lot within the next couple of seconds. But I don't think he realised how fast banshees are. And here comes the flaring session.
All units. Warehouse upgrade.
Okay, Forge is good as out of this game now. He's going to take the base next to Game Boy for some reason. Could have hidden it a bit better next to red, but I just don't know why he's done that. Okay, my base is fine. I don't know what I was doing. I was spinning my controller around because I could. I'm going to start upgrading my arbiter. I don't know what time this is into the game. 10 minutes almost. 10-minute upgrade. And here comes the arbiter raging everything down, and I think he's going to die. If he doesn't, that's a good arbiter. No, he dies. And now we just clean everything up. They got a few vampires, black and red, but not enough to stop me from killing these tanks. And I'm just going to fly away once this thing's dead.
All units.
And I'm going to go hide with a ghost just so they can't get me. Okay, at this point the game is as good as done. And I don't really know what much to say about this. Taking out his base now.
All units.
On instincts, Gorse is very hard to kill. Such a fucking mouth
All
twister.
units.
Tongue twister? I don't know what the word is. Anyhow, Game Boy's still worried about that Expo. I don't know why. The guy's... Oh, I think he's put 2 tech on that base. No, he's not. I don't know why he's worried about it.
Enemy engagement.
Oh, okay, the Forge got both the reactors, I see. That's why he's worried.
All units.
Can never figure it out. He's scared of 1 tank though. My Arbiter's going to go down there with unupgraded Fiendish. And just 1 Rage upgrade.
Local units.
I'm going to go take a second base now because I figure this game is won. I don't need my Arbiter anymore. So I might as well get more units.
Enemy engagement.
So I'll take the base next to Blacks because they're all on the opposite side of the map, so they probably won't find my base. Oh, he's getting hurt. Let's run him away. Once again, Game Boy's flaring. That's something. I've got no idea what he's flaring at.
All units.
And we're going to take out this forward base right here.
I am chosen.
Okay, Red's Banshees are going to On Instinct's base for some reason. Oh, I didn't even realise On Instinct lost a base. Oh well. Okay, they're going back to On Instinct's main base now. And I was going to upgrade, but it turns out I've already upgraded Fiendish. And now I'm going to use a lot of Banshees against these vampires, but it's worth it.
All units.
At last.
Okay, here I kind of mess up because I step away from the Warthogs for a bit. And I think we find a stray tank somewhere. Oh, Game was playing defense with 3 Banshees.
Local units.
I'll bring them down. Engaging.
Let's see what we got here. Oh,
Warehouse complete.
supply pad's done. And now start making my base. I always debate when to build a shield on my Expo. Normally, if they've seen it, I'll try and get a shield fast possible, but if they don't see it, I just play a bit of a risky game where I just don't upgrade until I either go for keep or it's going to be the 3rd building on my base. And at this point, the game freezes and we think they're going to lag us out, but then we realise RTS Game Boy has a terrible connection. So now we just wait for the inevitable lag out. Me and Tom are just saying Game Boy, and there he goes, the little one's left. And I can't tell if these guys are good sports or not, because shortly, in a second, these guys are going to leave the game. I know it's basically over anyway, because they've got no tanks left, and I think the Forge is out of the game, but at least they don't try and win after our teammates lagged out. Quite nice of them, I think.
Complete.
You guys are quite impressed with how long my unfiendish Arbiter had lasted that game. You can try it as well, see how long you can get him to survive the whole game without being upgraded, and they're self-destructing now. And that looks like it's game over. Another win for me.
Your team is
Just keep on winning, that's all I do. Win, win, win. I'm Charlie Sheen's prodigy, baby. Okay, there's a score. 2nd place, that's what I'm talking about.